So I got the cord here. Oops. I got that camera fell. All right. So I've got this the tempo set here, and we're gonna mess around with that effect a little bit, and we'll just do a C sharp for this. So I want to turn that on. Alright, there should be a way to pretty easily get that on beat, because I don't think it was perfectly on beat, but yeah. And I don't know, we might do not the full, cut it off like. Maybe even less than that, depending on how crazy it gets. So let's go back to the main here. So I got my audio in. I'm okay with that. Kind of a harsh transition, but it's gonna be like a driving melody over the top. That's not gonna be our bass. So I'm gonna take the bass out of this actually. Lock that. And then I'm gonna start to build some drums. Just like, let's look for a kick. So actually I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to have the kick sit on its own channel, because that can be really helpful if you're producing electronic music and you want to do some type of compression, which I think I'm going to probably want to do. So I'm just setting a 4 on the floor kind of simple pattern with accents. And then the other thing I wanted to do is it's a little air sounding, so I'm just gonna, but I like the punch of it, so I'm just gonna auto filter that. And I might even add a saturator now to boost it up even more. That's our kick now. For the bass, let's just see. we could do a little acid thing with this. So I know it's just on that C sharp note. So maybe I'll try to lay something down that's in that key there. And so similar, I'm going to want to cut the bass out of that as well. So we're going to go down in here and just roll that up. And I'm probably also going to sidechain it to the kick, because I think that's what's really going to take it to the next level. So just drop in this. And then I like this view for when I'm doing this stuff. And then go over here, sidechain from the kick. That's like the effect. Then if you change the release, it'll come back faster. So I kind of like it like right there. So I'd actually even pull a little bit more out of this because I'm getting some rumble in the bass there. And then I can still do that same EQ trick, which I do pretty regularly. I'm going to throw this on just to find out where the kick's hitting. So I forget how I see where that, what frequency that is, but looks like that's in the 50 range. So then what I would do is I would grab this. Grab an EQ8, this is on my bass here, and then go over to 55 hertz, crank up the quant, and just pull a lot of that out so that it's a little clearer. Now we've got kind of the makings of our little techno track here. I might also, so that's the acid bass. This is the, we're going to call this ARP. And let's color code some of this stuff because that always just helps me understand what's going on. So I'm going to make that pink. This is nothing. Kicks red. Bass is dark red. That just helps me kind of visualize my track a little bit, see how I might build it as well. Let's see, what else do we want to do here? Look, we've got the good makings. We might want to add an EQ8 here and see if we can. All right, yeah, so I just did some EQing to kind of pump that up. And I love reverb. I've always been a huge fan. So I'm probably going to add some reverb and I'll low cut it. Turn that. Peel it back a little bit. I'm going to save this. Call it locked. So we're all locked inside right now. Locked. I'll name the Ableton project there. So I got all the nice things going on. I'm gonna want to go in here now, and I haven't built any of my other drums. So maybe now we'll put together something like a clap. Actually sounds pretty cool. And then we want some CL. We need this. Yeah, because I don't know what's going to actually work and what's not, but we'll just call this clap hat. Birthday green as well. And basically, I want to put this, probably in that realm there. Maybe take this at least to two beats so we get a little something different. With the hats up here and then. And I might add the drum bus on there, crank it all up. Peel that back now. And we'll save that. One thing I could do too, maybe, was try it as a tester here. So I've separated this clip. What I could do is get out of draw mode here and bring it up an octave. Oh yeah, I do like that. Gives it kind of some variation. And then maybe for the last thing, I'll just show how you can get some really cool, well, I've already kind of done it a few times, but just, yeah, we'll just load it in a hot rod kit or something. Excuse me. And then we're just going to use this as kind of shots of percussion that'll come in maybe, I don't know, like here. something like that. But let's put in what we're going to put in here. So we want it to be fairly fast. Let's turn this on so we can. There we go. This will sound awesome. So I'm going to bring this up so that I can. That'll kind of make it so it can perfectly loop. And I might even want to put slight distortion on that. Maybe overdrive? Let's see how this sounds. Yep. So now we got that in there. That's kind of fun. And then we could change it too so that it's got, different things in each one. Ooh. So maybe I loop those two, as the ones, and then basically be like, psh, psh, psh. Got a little variation in there. We'll save it. I definitely don't need that much of this. So 30 seconds, we'll export this. Oh, I guess I should master. I've just been using because I gotta re-download all my plugins and stuff. So for now, I've just been doing the full chain master. I've been putting that on the master here, moving it back to here. And then one thing you can always do, this is an underrated plugin, just get the spectrum. Yeah, and you can put the master on and really, you can pull this up and I might need and we should probably do a little arrangement. So I think it'd be cool to start kick coming in here, maybe bass coming in here. None of this until it really starts going. And then obviously this has to come in with the drop. So let's see. Maybe just have it all drop because it's not much going on without the bass. Yeah, I like that a little better. So now we've got some mastering stuff on there. We've really tried to make it sound a lot better. Boom, bop that in there. Save changes to that. Now for this one, I've already put together what I'm going to use for the Blender file, and I'll just show you because I already worked on it. It's a tutorial, again, Ducky 3D tutorial, literally a master. For this one, I added this in to get a different look, but the original look was just this with this plugged in, I believe. Huh, hold on. Oh, maybe it was plugged into, yeah, it was plugged into, object was plugged into the vector there. I wonder why it... Okay, there we go. I don't know why it needed both those plugged in. Or did it go like this for... There it is. So yeah, so I've got this like brick texture thing. And the tough part was all the stuff in here. You know, the shading stuff. You kind of put in a mix shader, you use an emission and a transparent BDSF, which is where you choose the colors for the emission there. You can change them to whatever you want. If you wanted to do green and blue or a light blue and blue. That was like something I was toying around with originally, but I really like the red and blue, the like digitalness of it. And then, yeah, pretty much I just had to duplicate it a bunch and then make sure it connected the right way, which was the toughest part. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I had to make it into a collection. And then down here, you're able to choose that, you know, collection instance. But it took me a couple times because if it's not like perfectly symmetrical, it won't loop. And then in here, you know, you can see, you know, I spun the camera as well. So I have my camera spinning, which ended up looking really cool. So I've already got these renders done. But yeah, you can get kind of an idea. And all this texture was, the real trick behind it was in the shader down here, it's using a brick texture again. And then we added the Veroni noise thing to make it just look more random and like give it some randomness. But you can even turn that down and get it back towards like a brick looking size. But yeah, that's where most of the magic was done. And then I just had to make sure that the camera moved, you know, the right amount of distance for how big I had scaled my plane, which we used 8. So as long as you kept it in increments of 8, it'll loop. But yeah, so that's kind of the file. Let's save it. Yeah, 'cause it's a little closer to how it was supposed to look. Dump this into Adobe Premiere here. And yeah, I hope everyone's holding up. I know I've been getting some viewers in here, so that's really exciting. I'm glad whenever anybody's rocking with me. I'm just here trying to learn every day, trying to get better and build this, you know, this whole digital art thing up. So this is called Locked. Say okay. And so this is Locked 2. This is Locked 1. So dump those in. Then the audio stuff. There's that. Perfect. was going to do the second one, but I'm just like, this is perfect. Yep, I like that. And we'll add, I don't know, I might even increase. I've been liking it. Save, Control M for exporting. Locked web 1. And export that. Yeah, but there was a bit of a different track. You know, did the SP thing yesterday, very sample based. I thought that one came out really good. Did not do as well, which I don't really understand how they pick what gets promoted and what doesn't fully. But yeah, let's go in here. Let's see. Hopefully, yeah, it didn't scrunch it too much. It looks pretty good. Nice. And it loops, which is just another nice little bonus thing. But yeah, there's another one in the books that'll be posted tomorrow. So you'll see that get posted up tomorrow. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope everyone's hanging in there. I'm staying sane by doing these, you know, every single day getting better, trying to hone those skills. Today was a little bit of Ableton, getting some music stuff, and then I did walk you through kind of the project file there. Ducky 3D's got a great tutorial on how to do that one. You can go to his YouTube and check that out. But yeah, that was my stab at it. I added some camera motion to it, whatnot, and hopefully I'll be using that technique in the future on some other stuff. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.